Kim Kardashian and Monsters star Cooper Koch visit Erik and Lyle Menendez in San Diego prison. Welcome to America Infor-mate. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell, so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming America's Gists. A source tells People that Kardashian and Koch, who plays Erik in Ryan Murphy's Netflix series, paid a visit to the brothers on September 21. Kim Kardashian paid a visit to Erik and Lyle Menendez days after Ryan Murphy's latest installment in the Monster anthology series premiered. On Saturday, September 21, a source tells People that Kardashian, 43, and Cooper Koch, who plays Erik in the Netflix series, spent some time in San Diego at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility, where both the Menendez brothers have been incarcerated since they were sentenced to life in prison in 1996 for the murder of their parents. Kardashian and Koch, 28, were there to chat with the brothers about the Green Space Project, which the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation is spearheading in an effort to combat high recidivism rates by making life in prison more closely resemble the outside world. Kardashian has been advocating for prison reform since 2018 and has been studying to become a lawyer. The reality star helped Alice Johnson get released from a life sentence after reading about her story on X, formerly known as Twitter, in October 2017. In May 2019, she helped negotiate the release of another low-level drug offender from prison and met with then-imprisoned Slam star Mamalu Stewart, who was convicted of murder and served 22 years in prison. The SCME's founder has visited the White House multiple times to discuss prison reform, recently participating in a roundtable discussion with Vice President Kamala Harris on the subject in April. Kardashian met up with Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who was released from prison in December 2023 after serving more than 8 years, in a July episode of The Kardashians to talk about changes that could be made to the legal system and how Blanchard, 33, could be influential in that space. Erik, now 53, and Lyle, 56, shot their parents Jose and Kitty Menendez inside their family home in Beverly Hills on August 20, 1989. They were tried 3 times related to the murders, and both brothers alleged that Jose was physically, emotionally, and sexually abusive and that Kitty was addicted to drugs and alcohol, physically abusive, and enabled her husband's abuse. In Monsters, the Lyle and Erik Menendez story, Koch plays Erik alongside Nicholas Alexander Chavez as Lyle, and Javier Bardem and Chloe Sevigny play their parents Jose and Kitty. Following the series premiere on Netflix on September 19, Erik released a statement on Lyle's Facebook page slamming the portrayal of him and his brother as he reflected on the trauma and abuse they experienced in their childhood. "I believed we had moved beyond the lies and ruinous character portrayals of Lyle, creating a caricature of Lyle rooted in horrible and blatant lies rampant in the show," Erik began the statement. "I can only believe they were done so on purpose. It is with a heavy heart that I say, I believe Ryan Murphy cannot be this naive and inaccurate about the facts of our lives so as to do this without bad intent." He continued, "It is sad for me to know that Netflix's dishonest portrayal of the tragedies surrounding our crime have taken the painful truth several steps backward back through time to an era when the prosecution built a narrative on a belief system that males were not sexually abused, and that males experienced rape trauma differently than women." Erik claimed that the portrayals of him and his brother were vile and appalling and accused Murphy, 58, of disheartening slander. "Is the truth not enough? Let the truth stand as the truth," Erik wrote. "How demoralizing is it to know that one man with power can undermine decades of progress in shedding light on childhood trauma." Erik concluded his statement by thanking those who have reached out and supported him. Kim Kardashian has paid the Menendez brothers a visit in prison amid controversy over the newly released Netflix documentary about the convicted killers, TMZ reports. According to the publication, Kardashian visited Erik and Lyle Menendez at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego, where both the Menendez brothers have been incarcerated since they were sentenced to life in prison in 1996 for the murder of their parents. Kardashian was accompanied by sister Khloe Kardashian, mother Kris Jenner, and Cooper Koch, who plays Erik in the Netflix doc. Scott Budnick, a television producer, also went along with the group. Kardashian and clan were there to speak to inmates about her work in criminal justice reform, as well as a new initiative to transform prison yards, according to TMZ. Following the release of Monsters, the Lyle and Erik Menendez story of Netflix, Erik shared his thoughts on the show, calling the doc vile and appalling. "It is sad for me to know that Netflix's dishonest portrayal of the tragedies surrounding our crime have taken the painful truth several steps backward back through time to an era when the prosecution built a narrative on a belief system that males were not sexually abused, and that males experienced rape trauma differently than women," Erik's statement read. "Those awful lies have been disrupted and exposed by countless brave victims over the last 2 decades who have broken through their personal shame and bravely spoken out. So now Murphy shapes his horrible narrative through vile and appalling character portrayals of Lyle and of me and disheartening slander. Is the truth not enough?" The post continued. "How demoralizing to know that one man with power can undermine decades of progress in shedding light on childhood trauma." Show creator Ryan Murphy on Monday responded to the backlash from Erik Menendez, telling E! News, "I know he hasn't watched the show, so I find that curious. If you look at that show, 60 to 65% of the show centers around Erik and Lyle Menendez talking about their abuse, talking about their victimization, talking about what it emotionally put them through," Murphy said. "Those 2 boys on our show get their moment in court, and then some. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Please like, share and subscribe for more.